Let us have a recap of some key points before we begin. First, we express each of the equations in terms of y. Then we assign some arbitrary values for x and calculate the corresponding values of y. We need at least 3 points of xy values. In fact, 2 pairs are sufficient for the graph. The third pair is to confirm that there is no error in our calculation. If the 3 points corresponding to the 3 pairs of xy values are collinear, then our calculation is good. Otherwise, if the 3 points are not collinear, it means we have made some mistake in our calculation and we need to rectify it. Now we mark these pairs of xy values on the graph sheet as points. The set of 3 points corresponding to each equation will be collinear. They will be in a straight line. Join these points with straight lines. The lines produced, if necessary, intersect at a point. Mark the point of intersection and find its coordinates. The coordinates of the point of intersection constitute the solution of the given pair of linear equations. Let us consider one example. Solve graphically. Here is a system of equations. X plus y equals 5. Then 2x plus y equals 7. Consider the first equation. X plus y equals 5. We need to express this in terms of y. Bring x to the right hand side. When we say x, it is positive x. Bring it to the right hand side. It becomes negative. Let us assign a value for x. Let x equals 1. Then y equals 5 minus x. X is 1. Substitute the value. 5 minus 1 equals 4. If x equals 2, y equals 5 minus x. X is 2 here. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let x equals 3. Y equals 5 minus x. X is 3 here. 5 minus 3, that is equal to 2. Let us make a table for these values, for these xy values. If x equals 1, y equals 4, x equals 2, then y equals 3. For x equals 3, y equals 2. Now consider the second equation. 2x plus y equals 7. Again, bring 2x to the right hand side. It becomes negative. Let x equals 1. Then y equals 7 minus 2x. X is 1 here. Substitute the values. Y equals 7 minus 2. Y equals 5. If x equals 2, then y equals 7 minus 2 into 2. 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3. X equals 3 implies y equals 7 minus 2 into 3. X is 3 here. 7 minus 6 equals 1. Let us make a table of these values. X and y. When x equals 1, y equals 5. If x equals 2, y is 3. X is 3, y is 1. Let us carry over these two tables to the next page. X plus y equals 5 and then table for 2x plus y equals 7. We need graph sheet, don't we? Here it is. Let us choose a convenient scale. This will do. 1 centimeter equals 1 unit for both the axes. Here is the x-axis and y-axis. Let us name the x-axis as x dash, y-axis as y dash, and the origin is O. We need to mark the point 14. Here it is. This is point 14. Then mark point 23. X coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 3. 2, 3, and then finally mark the point 3, 2. X is 2, x is 3, y is 2. Here it is. We see that the 3 points are in a straight line. Let us draw a straight line passing through these 3 points. This is the graph of x plus y equals 5. Now let us draw the graph of the second equation, 2x plus y equals 7. Mark the point 1, 5. Here it is, 1, 5. Then 2, 3. We have already marked this point. Then 3, 1. We see that point 1, 5, 2, 3 and 3, 1 are collinear. They are in a straight line. Draw a straight line passing through these 3 points. Now look at the point of intersection. This is the point of intersection. Its x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 3. Therefore, x equals 2, y equals 3. This pair of values is the solution of the given pair of linear equations. Now, before going to the next example, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do it now. Also, like my videos, press the bell icon so that you will have an early access to my videos. Example 2. Solve graphically. X plus y equals 7, x minus y equals 3. Consider the first equation. X plus y equals 7. Bring x to the right hand side. It becomes negative. Let x equals minus 1. For a change, I am giving negative value here. You may give positive value only. Y equals 7 minus x. X is minus 1. 7 plus 1. Minus of minus is plus. Y equals 8. X equals 2 means y equals 7 minus x. X is 2. 7 minus 2 equals 5. X equals 4 yields y equals 7 minus x is 4. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Let us make a table. X and y. When x equals minus 1, y equals 8. If x equals 2, y equals 5. If x equals 4, y equals 3. Consider the second equation. Here, y has negative sign. To make it positive, there are many ways. Let us bring minus y to the right hand side and plus 3 to the left hand side. They change their signs. X minus 3 equals y. But we need y on the left hand side. Therefore, let us swap their sides like this. Y equals x minus 3. If x equals minus 2, substitute the values. Y equals x minus 3, x is minus 2. Y equals minus 2 minus 3, this is equal to minus 5. X equals 0 implies y equals x minus 3, x is 0. 0 minus 3, which is equal to minus 3. If x equals 3, then y equals 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0. Let us form a table. X equals minus 2, the corresponding value of y is minus 5. For x equals 0, value of y is minus 3. If x equals 3, y equals 0. Let me carry these two tables to the next page. These are the two tables. Here is the graph sheet, and let us choose this scale. Let 1 centimeter equals 1 unit. Let us draw the two axes. Let us name them as before. Now mark the points. Minus 1, 8. X coordinate is minus 1. Y coordinate is 8. Here it is. Here is the point. Then 2, 5. 4, 3. We see that they are collinear. They are in a straight line. Let us draw a straight line through these points. This is the graph of x plus y equals 7. Let us draw the graph of the second equation, minus 2, minus 5. X coordinate as well as y coordinate. Both of them are negative. Here is the point, minus 2, minus 5. Then 0, minus 3. This is the point, 0, minus 3. Then 3, 0. This lies on the x-axis. The previous point was on the y-axis. These 3 points are collinear. Draw the straight line. This is the graph of x minus y equals 3. The two lines intersect at this point. X coordinate of this point is 5. Y coordinate of this point is 2. Therefore, x equals 5, y equals 2. This pair of values is the solution of the given pair of linear equations. Now, consider one more example. Solve graphically. 2x plus y minus 6 equals 0. Then 4x minus 2y minus 4 equals 0. Consider the first equation. We need to express this equation in terms of y. Bring 2x, that is plus 2x minus 6 to the right hand side. They change their signs. Leave out 0. Let us rearrange like this. We are not changing the signs. We are not changing the sides. Therefore, they don't change their signs. We are just rearranging the terms. Let x equal 0. Y equals 6 minus 2x, 2 into 0. 6 minus 0 equals 6. X equals 1. Y equals 6 minus 2 into x, that is 1. 6 minus 2 equals 4. X equals 3 implies y equals 6 minus 2x. X is 3 here. Substitute the value. 6 minus 6, which is equal to 0. Make a table. X and y. X equals 0, y equals 6. For x equals 1, y equals 4. If x equals 3, y equals 0. Now consider the second equation. For 4x minus 2y minus 4 equals 0. Observe here that 2 is a common factor. First, let us divide the entire equation by 2. 4x by 2 minus 2y by 2 minus 4 divided by 2 equals 0 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are, 2 ones are 2 ones are, 2 ones are 2 twos are. We get 2x minus y minus 2 equals 0 divided by 2 is 0. Now, y has negative sign here. Therefore, let me bring minus y to the right hand side. It changes its sign. It becomes plus y. Leave out 0. Now, we need y on the left hand side. Just change their sides. Swap the sides. Y equals 2x minus 2. X equals 0 implies y equals 2 into x minus 2. 2 into 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 minus 2. If x equals 1, y equals 2 into 1 minus 2. 2 minus 2, 0. X equals 3 implies y equals 2 into 3 minus 2. 6 minus 2 equals, here is the table, 0 minus 2, 1, 0, 3, 4. Here are the two tables, first table and the second table. Graph sheet, then choose a suitable scale. This will do. Draw x and y axis, name them. Now mark the points. 0, 6. Where does it lie? It lies on the y axis. 0, 6. 1, 4. Here it is. 3, 0. It lies on the x axis. The 3 points are collinear. Join them with a line. This is the graph of 2x plus y minus 6 equals 0. Now, mark 0 minus 2. It again lies on the y-axis. 1, 0. This is on the x-axis. 3, 4. Here it is. Join them with a line. This is the graph of 4x minus 2y minus 4 equals 0. Mark the intersecting point. Here is the point. Its x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 2. X equals 2, y equals 2. Done. Let us go to the next example. Last example. Solve graphically. 2x plus 3y equals 12. 3x minus 4y equals 1. Consider the first equation. Bring 2x to the right hand side. It becomes negative. Now, when we say 3y, it means 3 into y equals 12 minus 2x. We need only y on the left hand side. Therefore, bring 3 to the right hand side. Y equals 12 minus 2x divided by 3. Here, if we assign some arbitrary value for x, we may not get an integer value for y. In this example, if x equals 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 12 minus 2 is 10, we get 10 by 3 as the value of y. This is a fraction. Furthermore, if we change this into a decimal, we get a recurring non-terminating decimal 3.333 and so on. In such a scenario, we cannot locate the point accurately. How do we avoid this? We need to assign such a value for x which yields an integer value for y. We find one such value for x by trial and error. Then, based on this value, the other two values for x can be found very easily, which I am going to illustrate shortly. I have already found one value for x which gives an integer value for y, x equals 0. Y equals 12 minus 2 into 0, x is 0 here, divided by 3. Y equals 12 minus 0 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3, 3 ones are, 3 fours are, equals 4. Y is an integer here. Now, the next value of x can be found very easily. Consider the previous value of x, 0, and the denominator on the right hand side. Add them together, 0 plus 3 equals 3. Therefore, the next value of x is 3, for which we get integer as the value of y. Y equals 12 minus 2x, 2 into 3 divided by 3. Y equals 12 minus 6 divided by 3. 6 minus 6 divided by 3. 3 ones are, 3 twos are, equals 2. Now, the next value of x is the previous value of x was 3 and the denominator 3. Add these two together, 3 plus 3 equals 6. Y equals 12 minus 2 into 6 divided by 3. Y equals 12 minus 12 divided by 3. 0 over 3 is 0. Let us make a table. If x equals 0, y equals 4. For x equals 3, y equals 2. For x equals 6, y equals 0. Consider the second equation. Here, 4y has negative sign. It is negative there. Let us bring it to the right hand side and plus 1 to the left hand side. They change their signs like this. Now swap the sides. 4y equals 3x minus 1. 4 into y equals 3x minus 1. Y equals 3x minus 1 divided by 4. Here, by trial and error, I have found that if we give minus 1 to x, then we get an integer as the value of y. Let us see. 3 into minus 1 divided by 4. Minus 3 minus 1 divided by 4. Minus 4 divided by 4. 4 ones are equals minus 1. The next value of x can be found like this. Consider the previous value of x and consider this denominator. Add them together. Minus 1 plus 4 equals plus 3. This implies y equals 3 into 3 minus 1 divided by 4. 9 minus 1 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4. 4 ones are, 4 twos are, equals 2. Now, the next value of x. The previous value of x was 3. Add this to the denominator 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Y equals 3x minus 1. That is 3 into 7 minus 1 whole divided by 4. Y equals 21 minus 1 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 5s are equals 5. Here is the table. Minus 1 minus 1. 3, 2, 7, 5. These are the tables. Here is the graph. Let us choose a scale as before. 1 centimeter equals 1 unit. Draw the axis, x and y axis. Name them. Mark the points. 0, 4. 0, 4 lies on the y axis. Here it is. 3, 2. Then 6, 0. This lies on the x axis. These are collinear. Draw the straight line. This is the graph of 2x plus 3y equals 12. Minus 1 minus 1. Then 3, 2. We have already marked the point. Here it is. 7, 5. This is the point. These are in a straight line. Therefore, draw a straight line passing through these points. This is the graph of 3x minus 4y equals 1. This is the intersecting point. X coordinate of this point is 3, obviously, and y coordinate of this point is 2. Therefore, x equals 3, y equals 2. Done. It is time to wrap up. Hope the session was useful to you. I will meet you with a new topic in the next session. See you then.